Once there was a man born blind. He longed to see the world as others did. He heard tales of vibrant colors, majestic mountains, and the twinkling stars. One day he encountered the Buddha. With infinite compassion, the Buddha touched the man's eyes. Like a sunrise chasing away the darkness, the man's sight was restored. The world exploded with color and form. It was overwhelming. The man wept, both in joy and in confusion. He saw beauty he could never have imagined, but he also saw suffering and ugliness. He saw the harsh realities of life he had been shielded from. The man was both grateful and afraid. He asked the Buddha, "Why did you show me this world with all its pain?" The Buddha smiled and said, "To show you that true sight is not just about seeing the world, but about seeing yourself." The Buddha, over 2,500 years ago, offered a path to liberation from suffering. His teachings are not just ancient relics, they are timeless wisdom that resonates deeply in our modern world. We live in a time of great technological advancement, yet we also face unprecedented challenges. We are bombarded with information. We are constantly connected. We are always striving for more. These modern pressures create a sense of unease, a feeling of being lost. Amidst this chaos, the Buddha's teachings offer a sanctuary. His words guide us to find peace within ourselves. They teach us to live in the present moment. They help us to cultivate compassion and understanding. In a world that often feels overwhelming, the Buddha's wisdom is a beacon of hope. We all share common struggles. We struggle with anxiety and fear. We struggle with anger and frustration. We struggle with feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. We yearn for connection and meaning. We search for happiness and fulfillment. The modern world, despite its advancements, often amplifies these struggles. We are constantly comparing ourselves to others. We are bombarded with images of perfection and success. We feel pressured to achieve and to accumulate. This creates a cycle of dissatisfaction and stress. But the Buddha taught that true happiness does not come from external achievements. It comes from within. It comes from understanding ourselves. It comes from cultivating compassion and wisdom. Buddha offered a path, a roadmap to navigate these internal struggles. This path is known as the Noble Eightfold Path. It guides us to live ethically, encourages us to develop mindful awareness, and helps us to cultivate wisdom and compassion. The Buddha's teachings are not about dogma or blind faith. They are about understanding the nature of reality, recognizing our interconnectedness with all beings, and cultivating peace within ourselves. This inner peace then radiates outwards, touching the lives of others. The path is not always easy. It requires effort and commitment, but with each step, we move closer to a life of greater peace, meaning, and fulfillment. There was once a wealthy merchant obsessed with accumulating more wealth. He neglected his family, exploited his workers, and hoarded his riches, never sharing with those in need. One day he encountered the Buddha. The Buddha sensed the merchant's unhappiness, his deep dissatisfaction despite his wealth. The Buddha shared a story about a man who carried a heavy rock everywhere he went. The man complained of the burden, yet he refused to let go of the rock. The Buddha explained that the rock represented the merchant's greed. It was weighing him down, preventing him from experiencing true happiness. The merchant was initially resistant. He argued that his wealth brought him security and power, but the Buddha gently guided him to see the emptiness of his pursuits. The merchant began to understand that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in generosity, compassion, and inner peace. These stories, these teachings, offer us a mirror. They invite us to look deeply within ourselves, challenge us to examine our own thoughts, feelings, and motivations, and encourage us to question our own beliefs and assumptions. This process of self-reflection can be uncomfortable. It can reveal aspects of ourselves we might rather ignore. But it is through this honest self-reflection that true transformation begins. As we become more aware of our own inner workings, we can start to make conscious choices. We can choose to let go of harmful patterns. We can choose to cultivate positive qualities. We can choose to live with greater awareness and compassion. The path of self-discovery is ongoing. It is a lifelong journey, but with each step we move closer to our true selves. The Buddha's teachings are not just ancient wisdom. They are a living, breathing path to personal transformation. They offer us tools to navigate the complexities of modern life. They empower us to find peace and happiness from within. The journey begins with a single step. It begins with a willingness to look within. It begins with a commitment to cultivate awareness and compassion. The path is open to all. It is a journey of self-discovery. It is a journey of awakening. It is a journey that can lead us to a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Take that first step today. The journey begins within.